There's not a single thing I can't do. Right now, there's not a single thing I can't do.
All right, y'all. So, oof, boy, man, oh man, I got y'all today with the reaction. I didn't think, honestly, I didn't think this many people would be like, oh yeah, me too. It's a little disheartening. So today we're just gonna be chilling out and basically reacting to the uh different comments because a lot of people had different things they had to say about the video I made about the Storm Connection community. A lot of people agreed. Some people disagreed, but a good majority of the player base was like, "Oh yeah, me too. These niggas are weird." So, there's quite a bit. So we're just gonna sort through them. I think literally people are like sorting and commenting right now. So I'm like, oh, why not optimize them? Just kind of go over all of them with y'all, and then give my own 2 cents. Have some fun with it. So let me share this in the all right. So where's my shit? Let's go to King Open. That title just sounds jank. Responding to comments and toxicity of the storm. It's way better. Fix this real quick. Sounds jank. Responding to comments. This title sounds nasty. More comments. They don't need the shit. I already said that. There we go. That shit was nasty. I don't know what I was thinking. I was rushing to get this shit done. All right. So here's the vid. And there's quite a lot of people who responded. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think it would just fly out like this. I'm glad because I actually put a lot of work into this vid. So we got 1.5. That's pretty good numbers and a lot of engagement. 122 likes, pretty good, pretty good. We got 80 comments. We got a lot of comments to go through, and we'll just be going through all of them. And just talk about it, bro. So first up, we got Papa Birdo. Let's see. Back yo. So we got Papa Birdo. He was the guy I mentioned in the video who's been making like storm content, basically carrying the game, and how weird these niggas are for hopping in his comment section and basically like glazing players he has no idea who they are. No one knows who they are, truth be told. These are complete and utter strangers, dude. God damn, bro. Yeah, this shit is making rounds quick. There we go. So first we got Birdo's comment. And I gotta say, dude, you basically said exactly what I said. Basically said exactly what I said, man. It's my guess y'all getting face cam today too. I cannot find it. There it is. Could not find this shit for the love of me. I could not find this shit anywhere. Where is it? No. No. Where is my overlay? There we go. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Alright, now you guys can see. Alright. Alright, man. Like I said, fix a little bit. I move my chair because my chair is different. I changed my chair because that other chair was fucking my back up, bro. My shit was sideways like this. I was sitting like this recording this shit. Yeah. So, yeah, we got the comments here, so we're gonna go from top to bottom. I'm gonna try to get this done as fast as possible because I also want to play, get some background footage and gameplay and stuff. So, I was not expecting this shit to make rounds as much as it did, and the unfortunate part about this actually making a lot of rounds is the amount of people who are like, "Oh, me too," and that's always the worst thing in the world. You know, when I make these rants and I talk about my own stuff that I go through, it's never to be like, "Oh, let me get clout." Oh, let me. I literally just make a video telling y'all exactly what I go through, what I experience, and I'm just making people aware. Like, these niggas are weird, bro. So it really sucks when you get 70 comments being like, "Oh, me too." You know, it's like, fuck, dude. You realize how crazy that is? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's star zero. We'll talk about this delusion. This is heat, man. This is crazy. This is heat. It's a fire comment from this man. This is heat. Z.
Heaven and earth, I alone
W comment.
the honored one.
It's fire, man. Good shit. So, Berto basically said, I think you're talking about the Kamui nomad situation. And he basically tells you himself what he goes through, right? I think you're talking about the Kamui situation. Bro had motherfuckers mad on his behalf, even after me and him talked it out in a civil way, right? And then he says, oh no. Hold on. I might have to move me. Give me a second. It just occurred to me that the comments are. Let me see if I can. I'll just do it like this. There you go. There we go. All right. So he basically says, so him talked it out civilly, right? And then some of these dudes talk to people like they are God's favorite with no basis for it at all, right? And he said, I deadass don't keep up with the calm side of the community, so I was shocked when these dudes started coming to me acting crazy for not knowing, right? So this is the delusionality that I was telling y'all about in the video. Again, this is another grown man out of his own mouth. I've never talked to Berto prior to this video. I don't know him. And there's another grown man out of his own mouth telling you what I'm telling you is facts. Grown man, he got no reason to lie, right? He got no reason to lie. He's telling you these dudes will literally stand there and be like, what? You don't know who that is? That's a top player. You're crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Worshipping. So he basically tells you that. He said, I also get comments if I don't post every match as if I'm not allowed to play the game without trying to make a video or if I'm recording. They want me to put every match I find absolutely boring, right? I also get what? It's Massimo. I also get. Okay, I already read that. I'm dyslexic. No matter what to feed their ego. I had a dude win by timing out the clock, and he got mad I didn't add it to the video. I fuck with a handful of people in the Storm community, and it's because I've known them since the start. But 99% of these guys are strangers. I couldn't name you 5 competitive players without looking it up from a Mr. E video. It's facts, dude. And that's part of the role play. That's part of the weird ass behavior. Most of these dudes will see you stream or see you have like any sort of type of environment, and then they'll purposely play mad weird, hoping and praying to God that they'll make it in your clip, hoping to make you in your video. And if you don't add it in the video, it's a whole thing. Oh, you only upload matches of you winning. Oh, you're just a fraud casual. You just want the community to see a better side of your videos. There's all types of weird stuff, bro. I got a story for y'all real quick. What's up? Welcome from the Philippines, dude. There was one time where RDC World was playing Storm Connections. This is RDC World. Huge, huge thing, right? These niggas came out the woodwork. None of them watch RDC, mind you. The second RDC got on the video, the second they got on the game, you saw all these dudes coming out the woodwork. Yo, play this guy, play this guy. They were literally spamming the comments. Play this top player, play this top player, play this top player, play this top player. All sorts of weird shit for ego. They were just minding their business, having fun, playing with Leland and what's his name, Mark. They were just chilling out, enjoying the game. They hopped online, played like 2-3 matches just for the sake of, vibing out. Flooded in the chat. Play the top players, dude. Oh my god. So what they did was, because Mark was like, nah, I'm not really trying to do that. What do? What do? They sat there on ranked, waited for them to search, so they forcefully ran into them. And then what did they do? Played weird as fuck. Of course they damn near perfected them. Mark don't play Storm Connections like that. Mark, Leland, these are casuals. They don't play connections. So it was this weird, egotistical, I gotta show I'm a good player. It was weird. And then when Mark didn't give the reaction that they wanted, Mark was not glazing. Mark wasn't like, oh my god, this guy is so good. They were kind of like, okay. Okay, that was Storm 4, not Connections. My fault. But they carried the same behavior over. It was like, okay. And then it was just, then slowly they all just start leaving the chat because they didn't get that gratification of, oh man, they don't know who I am. They don't want to know who I am. Like, y'all are nobodies, bro. It's weird, egotistical. Let me show you how good I am versus you. Let me build a name for myself. That's such a weird thing to do, bro. It's weird. So shout out to Papa Berto for his comment. Again, grown man. I don't know him. There's no reason for him to lie to y'all. He's telling y'all it's weird, bro. It's weird, bro. It's fucking weird, dude. What's the clip you use where the guy is, I gotta find a way to break the game? That's from Yuri. You can find it in my Discord. Next up, we got Hidden Miss. He says, you're not lying about the role playing. I just hopped on the game after the patch dropped, and a number of times I got weird toxic messages from one of these role playing weirdos after a match. Is crazy. It's nasty, dude. It's nasty, dude. Same shit since Storm 2, Season 2 are bastard trolls. Like, and from what I'm hearing, and I haven't been a part of the community since Storm 4. From what I'm hearing, this shit been like this since like 2. Since Revolutions. And I'm like, bro, y'all are grown men going from game to game, LARPing around, standing there, picking top meta characters, building this echo chamber, right? That's y'all favorite word, right? Echo chamber, right? Y'all building this weird echo chamber of toxicity for what? For what? It's nasty, man. Nasty stuff, bro. Nasty stuff, bro. Nasty, dude. I don't know how y'all do it, bro. All right, next up we got Haku the Great. The Storm community has been toxic since the crack of dawn. Yes, sir. Either through social media or the game itself, and people get these damn personas. Honestly, bro. They reincarnated. At that time, I got reincarnated into a new game. Get online, do the same shit, dude. Here's Dim Lord Urza, another top player. And now you know, again, another grown man I don't talk to. I do not associate with 90% of top players for a reason. A lot of them are egotistical weirdos, bro. This is a top player in the game, right? He's good at the game or whatever. He hangs out with the top players or whatever. He says it's really bad. I know as someone that has been actively involved for 10 plus years in the competitive community, all about egos and putting others down instead of having positive focus and enjoying the game. I eventually had a group of players dox me. They doxed you, bro. They doxing. It's not the first time. I'm acting surprised. I'm playing it up for y'all. That's not the first time I heard about some shit like that. Anyway, he said, dox me and my girlfriend and share privately about it in the Discord. This community is not normal. So again, this is another player who used to hang out with these dudes, and they doxed him. Nasty, bro. Doxed him. You beat me in the first to 5? Let me get this man's address. Give me a second, chat. Look, let me posting screenshots, dude. Nasty, dude. Nasty, man. Nasty, man. Absolutely crazy. There's no way, bro. So we got context from Lilith Eternal. He says, for some context, he got doxxed by people looking at his public Twitter. No actual doxing is seen predatory conversations with alleged admirers, role-playing as young girls, as well as dim lords saying black people ruining everything and a lot of more racial comments. That's true, dim lord? That's what we doing? That's what we doing? That's what we doing? And I won't lie to y'all, I can't even say, no, that's not true. I don't believe it. The shit I've heard come out of the community's mouth from these top players and the stuff that they do, I can't even say I doubt it. I can't even say I doubt it. I can't. I can't say it's. I can't. So y'all leave that there. I'm gonna go ahead and skip over that. I find it funny that some of these top pro players mostly play the same way and play the same characters with the same tired assists. They get off on being top in an arena fighter, but can't be top in any actual games like SF6, Tekken, Guilty Gear. Some of these actively look down on you for not knowing tech in these anime party games. That's 100% facts, bro. I don't think I've seen any of them actually leave the Storm space for more than like a day. What's good, Papa Berto? Welcome, dude. What's good, bro? That's nasty, though. That's nasty, man. But he's right. I don't think I've seen a top player or any general Storm player that's like embedded in the game leave the game and like go play a FGC and like get nice at it. Typically, the cycle is a new anime arena fighter game comes out, they'll go over there for a little bit, and then when they realize, oh shit, it's not as easy as Storm, they just come right back. That's usually the rinse and repeat cycle. So yeah, that's pretty much the cycle. It's unfortunate though. Which is crazy to me because you know what cracks me up? There are people like me, right? There are people like me, right? Who are actually crazy in multiple games. I'm not, Storm is not my best game, and I would call myself relatively good, but I don't brag about it. My best games would be Star Wars Battlefront 2, Dragon Ball Fighters, stuff like that. But even for me, you don't see me get on the game and belittle people if they lose. Unless they're playing corny. That's different. But for people who want to learn the game, if they're just casuals, if they're just trying to enjoy the game, you don't see me over here like, what? You don't know how to hollow step? What's wrong with you, drone? You don't see me come out the woodwork and talking to people crazy, sending messages and being toxic just because I'm good at an arena fighter. It doesn't solidify anything. What I do though is put people on the tech. What I do is educate. I don't belittle people and have this imaginary godlike throne where I'm just this important player in a Discord and everybody should answer to me because I'm good on Storm. That's so stupid. But don't let me tell you. Let the people who you interact with on a daily basis tell you. Because in their opinions, they're gods. In their opinions, if you're a smaller creator, you shouldn't have an opinion. If you aren't the CEO of the universe, you shouldn't have an opinion. And we'll get more into the story about how I made my own personal Discord to help players like y'all, and they got in there and ruined that too. But that'll come tomorrow. For now, let's get back to these comments. Milk. How do I say your name, dude? I can't. I've been trying to say this for the past 4 days. Meal Cavera. I'm just calling you Cavera, okay? What you mean a fighting game is where you fight. If you mean arena fighters, then I agree with you. The only fighting game I know is Vita Fighters with MBC2 combos, no air blocking, and air teching bursts. I take arena fighters seriously for 3 years finding broken tech, and I love it here. You love it here? What do you love? What do you love about this? Are you one of them? Let me find out, man. Nah, but I mean, fair is fair. I mean, I take arena fighter seriously for 3 years, and I love it here. No need to put in 1 month of practice to get one character. Just need a few minutes to get most characters on their own, and a day to get one team with a new character like Nanashi. I mean, if you like the game, you like the game. I think Storm Connections is a great game. I think the community is a horrible place that makes it a bad game. That's just my opinion. Sure, CC2 could fix a lot of stuff, but again, most of the crazy shit that happens come down to the player base and how they play. What do you guys think could happen to make the community more positive? I'm gonna be so real with you, Berto, and this not Berto, Nomad, right? I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it's possible for this game to have a more positive community because of y'all, bro. We tried the united, oh, let's fix Storm Connections between casual and comp players route, and it doesn't work because you guys are too egotistical. And anytime somebody who's not inside of y'all's circle says something about it, you sabotage it. I'm living proof about it. And there's about 8 different individuals behind me who will tell you the exact same story I will tell y'all in the video coming up. So that's a y'all problem. I don't mind collaborating. I don't mind helping out the regular dudes who come home and play this game. I don't mind that. You guys, though, and your egotistical top-tier godlike complexes are the problem. I'm not saying you specifically, Nomad, but the people around you, the whole top player environment, has this weird god complex Eisen bullshit role-playing going on that just don't allow nothing outside of y'all green-lit check to go through. And that's just facts. That's how it is. It's ego, man. I wish the game could be better. I would, if we could have another part 2 space with new DLC of like a funded, not even a funded, but a semi-funded casual space like I had before where people can just play the game without all the bullshit, bro, and just have fun, I'd do it. I would do it. But I don't think it's possible because when you try to do that, you guys just... And it's not like, it stops at the gate. It's not like, you just try to protect something. Dudes have made alternate Discord accounts. Dudes have made alternate PSNs. All sorts of weird stuff, man. Just to get through and make it toxic. So it's not like the game is just toxic at a baseline. You are going out of your way at that point to force it to be toxic. For whatever delusional, devious reason. I don't know. I don't think so. If we get another like Storm game, I would hope not. I'm hoping for like a Storm Fighters or a Storm like a Storm Avatar game, some shit like that. But I don't think it's possible for Storm. I don't think it's possible. I don't think so. If CC2 keeps going the way they're going with patches, I think the player base will like spark here and there. You know what I'm saying? I think new people will show up here and there, but I don't think it's gonna be a long lasting like thing. I don't think it's possible, dude. I don't think it's possible. I don't blame the people that left either, man. Because I've seen a lot of casuals come and go like the doors on a fucking revolving door, dude. And it's sad because I think the closest example I had of that and seeing that happen in real time was Nechikage. Nechikage was new to the space, and I remember like doing the whole Discord collab stuff with him and trying to fix the game and help you guys build the community, right? That's what you guys talk about. How do we fix the community? We tried to do that. And it hurts me to this day, bro, because I remember going through it myself. to see somebody so like interested into getting into the game as a brand new player and a casual, and they want to learn the characters, they want to be a part of this thing, and they want to play like, you know, the old PS2 Ninja Storm games, and they imagine this beautiful space, and to watch him go from this to this to this to this, and by the time he's done, he don't want nothing to do with it. It hurts me, bro, because it's like that's every casual that gets on the Storm franchise game. Nechi's just a bigger symbol of it because he's known like that. But that's the revolving door, man. This the revolving door, bro. It was peaceful. Thank you. It was literally peaceful. That was the best place on earth for like a month before y'all started coming in, bro. It really was. But let me get back to reading some of the comments. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, Berto, I don't know if you read my comment or not, but if you were around back when we had the casual Discord when it first started, we would have probably had a lot more casuals come in. And then maybe then it would have been more incentive to keep the weirdos out. Because I'm not that big. So my opinion don't matter, right? But I warned them, and this is what happened. You know? It sucks, man. That's why I purposely was like, I think we need a gated community. It sounds crazy, but you don't let everybody inside your house, bro. You don't let everybody inside your crib. If someone has negative energy, you wouldn't want them in your apartment. You wouldn't want them in your personal space. You're just trying to enjoy something and have fun. You wouldn't want them to invoke their ideals and invoke their negative energy on you. You'd be like, nah, bro, stay out there, bro. I don't want to deal with that. It is what it is, bro. Storm community / game peaked with 4. Connections by itself isn't bad, but the community makes it so. But like you said, Alliance of top 10 characters broken, so genuinely don't understand how that's fun to them. Winning is fun, sir. That's the only answer. Papa Berto goaded. He is, bro. This is straight facts. What else here? And this is not the first time I haven't played this for months. Oh, this is me talking about how I got off the game for months, came back, and it's the exact same thing. Type shit. Kuma, everything you said around 12:30 to 12:50 exactly when I stopped streaming Spark and 02. Players think they're relevant and think they're gods. People are so full of themselves. People will find, practice, and abuse stuff in the game, then think they're invincible. Then go around acting like they're an ambassador for gaming communities as if we were appointed with these special powers to harass and address anyone that disagrees with toxic playstyles, has different viewpoints of games. That's actually a W goated comment. That was very well articulated, Jordan. That's facts. That was actually perfectly articulated, honestly. That I can't say any more to that. That was actually perfectly articulated. That boy got the grammar. That boy got grammar. Nah, good stuff, man. That was fire. That was fire, dude. That was fire, dude. That was good. No, I 100% agree, dude. I think that you're 100% right. I think that you know, the weird behaviors and having these like badges of and there's a story on that too, by the way. There's a story about this too, by the way, about how they literally sent a letter to change the game based on their own preferences. There's on my dead bird, rest Toby. There's this like ambassador-ish thing that you literally just talked about. In CC2 Patch Storm 4, I put that on my dead bird's life. They sent the letter out and had it reverted for their own preferences because they weren't getting dubs that easily and the community preferred it. This is earned, bro. I would never lie. I would never lie to y'all, bro. I would never lie to y'all, bro. That's the absolute truth. Honest to God. I would never lie to you, bro. I think since so many people left the game early on that the game ones left are toxic. Yeah, I agree. I get that. And I've tried that route as well to get the community together. What's up, Irby? Talking about Star Wars. Well, Star Wars Zero Company. What? I have no idea what that game is. Star Wars Zero. You might have to send me a trailer for that. I have not seen what that is. The eggs have hatched and spread. I think it's possible though in time. Bro, we're out of time. The player base is dead. What time? I don't think that's what you guys understand. Like, there's no like, oh, we can just build it up from scratch. When the game first dropped, that was the most optimal time to get newer players introduced and to say, hey, it's not the same as Storm 4, but y'all doubled down and made it worse than Storm 4. Which is crazy because the devs went out of their way to patch stuff to make it less like Storm 4. And as the game patched and changed, it's better than it was on release. The game was horrible. We had Minato teleporting up and down. That was crazy. We had Shino doing whatever he wanted for a whole month. That was crazy. Right? So we had characters and stuff that should not have been overlooked. But at the same time, on streams, you saw a lot of the same dudes getting online and promoting, oh, how to do this with Shino, oh, how to glitch with Minato, oh, how to kunai restand so you can get a TOD, so it's the little things that add up to the already bad game that make people go, all right, bro, I'm out of here. It adds up. It adds up, man. Rage baiting is content these days, I guess. Another game, same drama, man. I don't know. This one might be the worst to do it though. Let's see. I got to a point where after I get off the game, I really care about what went down in the game. I feel like that's the only way to protect yourself. I have like lost my shit over this game, and it got to a mental point where I was so stressed because I'll be trying to turn the gears in my head. Like, how do you get off on this? Like, I don't, dude, because this is content. When I get off Storm 4, I don't play this off stream, y'all. I don't play this game unless it's for a video or an update. And what would cook me so much would be getting off the game for a week, for a few days, for hours, for months. You come back, and then the same exact cycle repeat. And it's like, damn, bro, I have changed so much in my life. And it's the exact same. And it would like cook me. Like, why are you comfortable like this? So it got to a point where I'm just like, all right, bro, so let me make my vids. Let me do what I have to do with my guides. Let me cut it off and then just, because then it's just too stressful at that point. It's too stressful at that point. Why do I look like Carmelo Anthony? What? No, I don't, bro. No, I don't, bro. He said Carmelo Anthony. I gotta stop, bro. I tried her street saying she's top tier. She is top tier, dude. That character. If y'all have not checked my Nanashi guide out, self-plug. Yes, I'm self-plugging. In case y'all want to get nice with her and you don't know like all of her kit, she is absolutely busted, bro. She's the best DLC character we ever had. I'm gonna mute the audio and just show some of the shit she can do. She has an infinite in every string. She has an infinite in every string, mind you. I think y'all can still see this if I'm besides. You doing the call? Sure did. I'm streaming, but wait, thank you. I'm trying to mini this. I'm trying to mini it. It's not letting me. They're like, no, you're not gonna do it. Okay. Let me mini it. I got this. All right, bro. They don't want me to do it. Okay, it's fine. Back to comments. Nasty. My experience is more so the fans of the top players, whether the players themselves and the fans basically not thinking for themselves and neglecting your opinion because the top player says something not broken or not the best character in the game. They would just ignore it and say, how are you going to tell me I'm friends with this pros? Who remembers that video I did like 4 years ago on my old channel? And I basically did a whole parody about, oh man, I knew this top player. He was at my cookout. Oh yeah, that's my cousin. What? Yeah, so we've talked about this before on the channel as well. Also, no lies being told here. Um, Basically, what you were saying, you're casual, you're not entitled to opinion. Basically, because I know more about meta and play the higher rank, yep, and can beat you at the end of the day. So whatever you have to say don't matter. Basically, W comment from him. Um, you can't make it up, dude. I can't make it, dude. I get the comp side wanting to change things up. I do think they are probably more in tune with the mechanics and stuff, but the problem is these games are made for the casual fans. Exactly, and that's the part that disconnects in their own head, dude. They think their opinion is more valuable than the casuals without realizing that casuals outnumber them. So the casual, my opinion, in any game, casual opinion comes before comp opinion because casuals are more prominent than comps. I'm not saying that devs should take casual opinions as law. What I am saying is that their opinion is valuable because at the end of the day, the casuals are going to keep the game alive. And if the game is dead in the devs' eyes because you only got 20 to 100 people playing, all of them playing the same exact character, mind you, why would I upgrade? Why would I change? And why would I take your advice seriously if the game is already dead? Why would I patch anything? Why should I bother with a game that's dead? What they don't realize is their playstyle and the way they interact with the community in pure attack mode all the time is what gets casuals to be like, all right, I'm just not going to deal with them. Casuals are 1,000,000% more important in terms of their own opinion. Like, casuals make or break a game long term. I don't think people actually realize that. See, you play with her a little bit. She's top, bro. She's top tier. I think you should definitely play with her, dude. I just believe the casual player place and the comp side will never see eye to eye to see waste your breath on it. I mean, again, it's not about seeing eye to eye. They can both coexist on opposite sides. We don't have to blend anything. The problem comes when we say, okay, we realize we don't agree. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all things because you don't see me flying up in fly kunai tournaments telling people why this shouldn't be banned and what. You don't see me flying up over in Qyon or fly kunai stuff or any of the comp players' environments telling them what to do. But when the casuals say, okay, these are our rules, this is what we're gonna do over here, don't mind us, then it becomes a matter of we have to enforce what we're telling you. So we're gonna make fake Discord accounts and go on Twitter and bash your stuff and do whatever we can to basically intrude on what you believe in order to make you believe what we're saying. And if it doesn't work, and if you don't agree with us, then we'll just destroy it. And that's exactly what happens. I don't think it's a matter of coexisting and like, oh, we can all get together and you don't need both to coexist. If we each respected each other's space with casuals and comps over here, there would be no problem. But that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Like Kieran Sutton, but she's not. She's definitely S tier. She's definitely S tier. The devs made these anime games so the random can pick it up in jutsus and ultimates. Exactly. They want you to feel like Sasuke, bro. They want you to feel like, Naruto when you pick up the controller. And like I said in my video, I think Storm Connections does a very good job of making you feel like the characters you see on the screen. Whether it's Diddy Maru or all the way down to the bottom of Sarda, bro. The game makes you feel like these characters, bro. Her picking dudes up on the ground with neutral is crazy. I agree. Wait till you run into like a Karin, uh, Karin, her, and a third support that'll pick you up. Like Amaterasu character. You're not gonna get up, bro. You're not gonna get to fight. Let me get back to some of these comments though. Appreciate y'all for the interactions. If y'all enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate y'all support. And stay tuned for more stuff because, like I said, I got the stories for y'all pulling up from Nechikage Game. We're gonna do a collab on that, and then I'm gonna gather some more of the casual people and kind of give y'all the stuff because I don't want to cap to y'all. But Berto, let me ask you a question: If the storm, right? Because this will be easier, right, for everybody to make videos, right? Because I feel like trying to make guides for me personally is more difficult because when you get online, you fight nothing but BS, right? So if for some reason, right, the casual space came back, right, do y'all think it would be possible for us all to be able to do something? Do y'all think it would be easier to make content to do tournaments for casuals and give them something that they could actually enjoy without it being toxic this time? Do you think that would be something possible? You think you would even participate in something like that, bro? Because I feel like the game still clearly right. Because I hit 1K in a day. That doesn't happen from a dead game, right? There's still clearly a whole bunch of casuals that actually want to interact with the game itself, but they don't want to because of how negative the surrounding is. They don't want nothing to do with it, bro. So I feel like if we successfully made a space where these casuals who are just like, oh, I don't want to play against toxicity, or they're just less sweaty because again, these are average dudes who play the game like 4 hours out the day, maybe that. Most of these dudes go to work, come home, they play a couple of matches to go to bed, rinse and repeat, bro. No one has time to become a top player, you know? So a space where a regular average dude, average Joe with a job can get home and play the game, that's a space that I would love to actually do. So what do y'all think, bro? Y'all think that's actually possible? What y'all think, bro? Get y'all 2 cents. What y'all think, bro? Let me read some more of these comments. What could help is if there's a mode with DP points like Spark and Zero. I like that idea. You're totally right. I'd actually agree with that. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. I would be okay with that. Like Pain could be like 8 points. I don't know. She Sweet could be like 4. I don't know. Max 12 or some shit. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I think that would be fire. I never knew Storm Connections drama existed. It's alive and well, sir. I'm more upset, motherfuckers were crying for characters in French. Just use 3 Sasuke. 3 Sasuke's, 3 Naruto's, and 4 villains. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's another one of my main complaints that I said in my video, which was, bro, y'all sit here. Keep in mind, CC2 didn't want to make Storm Connections, by the way. CC2 did not want to make this game. They were like, free bread, let's make it. Fine. It's very lackluster, bro. They took 90% of their assets and just bought it. They clearly didn't want to make the game. And everybody was like, oh, we need a Storm. I remember when we didn't have Storm Connection. Everybody, oh, we need a Storm. We need a new Storm game. The game is dry. The game is dead. There's no content. Boruto came out. We can use that. We can have Boruto and this character and that character. Sarda, dude, I can't wait. We could play Mitsuki. Mitsuki's my goat, dude. The game dropped. You guys complained just to get back on there and play nothing but Storm 4 teams. It's sad, bro. It's honestly sad, bro. I'm tired of y'all LARPing, man. I'm tired of it, bro. It would be hard to truly limit to casuals. I know dudes with multiple PSNs who no doubt try to join. And there's the problem, man. That's the underlying problem. The problem isn't the space itself. The problem is the people with the discipline to say, let me respect the casual space and just stay out of it. I don't think that exists. I don't think they would do that. I would still host the shit. I would love to host the shit. But I don't want to host a casual tournament just for there to be someone playing Among Us and this dude's a max rank secretly with a new account. 2 stock green bar and everybody. Like, I wouldn't want that. Low key make a storytelling channel, homie. I got you, bro. I got you, man. Got you. I got you, dude. Ban coding and puppets. Ban lists are a lot harder than you guys think. I'm all for banning characters. In fact, I'm not even sure if I still have my ban list in my files. I'm gonna check my Naruto folder. I do have the ban list. Okay, here, y'all can see my screen. Where is it? I do have the ban list. Where'd you go? It just popped up. There it is. Okay. Pull this up. So ban lists, this is the ban list we used to have. Ban lists are way harder than you guys think because everybody's entitled to their own version of what's broken, what's top tier, what's meta, what's not broke, what's broken, what's not broken. So it's very difficult to make a ban list. I don't think a lot of people recognize how actually hard it is to make a ban list. It's not easy at all. So this is the ban list we came up with when we were running the casual tournaments and stuff. This is basically it. This is basically all the characters that we felt like were too oppressive, saved you too much, or just did crazy head crack damage. These are the easy nigga street characters, bro. Right? So the ban lists are not as easy as you guys think it is. Because even with all this, like I remember I made my first ban list and immediately the comp players just LARP, they attacked me. Oh my god, this casual, who's got his 2 cents on this? I spent like 48 hours in Itachi Tsukiyomi getting thrown around like a fucking ragdoll because I made a ban list for casuals. And after all the controversy, and we actually started hosting our events for the casuals, this is what we came up with, right? Um, and we came up with a rule like I think it was every 2 weeks, we would change some of these characters based on what people were playing in the active tournament. So if we saw like so we would remove somebody and test it. So let's say last Naruto, right? Let's say last Naruto was somebody we would feel like, you know what? This new patch that came out with CC2, he's not as oppressive as he used to be. Let's go the next 2 weeks and take him and Edo Minato and fucking Donzo, all right? Let's say he's not that broken anymore. Let's test it out and see what happens, right? So every 2 weeks we would take characters out and then watch the casuals play with this new ban list and then see what would happen with that. See if people start to just play them again. See if they're still as OP. See if, what the meta looks like. Are people abusing his stuff? Are they playing neutral? Are they just LARPing, waiting for support? And if we saw a character that was unbanned and not abused or as not as oppressive as we thought, based on the casuals usage and how they play with the character, then we would just take them off the list. And then we would just be like, all right, so we'll just leave them in the game, right? So this is an old ban list. This was like Mark 1. This was 2.0. So this is the second ban list we made. By the time we finished with our ban list, half of the shit was gone. So before you guys are like, oh my god, you banned the entire roster. We have 200 characters. Calm down. This is literally a small corner of the roster. Even this many characters is not that much. We have literally like 140 characters. So this is like 30, 40 characters. You still got 100 characters to play. So I don't think that's that oppressive. But anyway, by the time we finished with the whole ban list shit, there was only like 10, 12 characters that were banned based on usage and tier list. So it wasn't that crazy. So that's just why ban lists aren't as easy though, because meta's constantly changing. Everybody's gonna want to have their 2 cents, and it's very hard to cater to the casual audience because a lot of them are casual. The good part about being casual is being a casual, but the bad part is, when you are somebody who actually is experienced with the game, they don't actually know what they're talking about at a certain degree, and it's very hard to explain to them why certain characters can do certain stuff or why certain characters shouldn't be banned, that they would try to justify and say that's broken. Stream keeps buffering. I know. It's because I have it on Twitter as well. It's probably super delayed. Was good. I fuck with anyone as long as they are pleasant. Type shit, dude. We don't care how they affiliate themselves. Yes, sir. Let me read some more of your stuff and then we can get back into the comments. All right, I'm back up here. Yeah, I agree. It would be good if the comp side, instead of having their head up their ass out, casual space get better. As that's not gonna happen, dude. Her max damage right now, Mamashi, Barrier Naruto is 60%. Yeah. A lot of people are starting to realize how crazy Barrier mode Naruto is. I saw a bunch of Twitter posts about that. Shouldn't we as experienced players help instead of putting them down? The comp players I have good experience within the puppet community. Puppets. Donzo's still good. Donzo's crazy good. I would also say that the casual space definitely drives the audience. The comp space just drives a lot of streams. Connections gets at least viewership wise. True, true, true. Not as good as Storm for Donzo. I mean, just because you don't got his tilt, I guess. I'm still waiting for the CEO to drop the video on y'all. Some of these guys stream and interact with each other every day, and that feeds their egos as well. True, true. Um, you really want to learn this game? Like I said, dude, if you really want to learn that badly, I already have a starter kit guide on the channel. To help you guys if you want to learn the game. If you don't have your if you don't have all your ducks in a row, bro, there's literally, and I made this for you guys specifically because there are, believe it or not, new players who get into the game. You got your guides right here, right here. You got your playlist right here, dude. This will teach you everything you need to know that all the top players use and all the top players play. Hollow steps, switching, infinites, basics, counters, switching. Got character guides. There's literally everything in here that'll basically help you. We even got the advanced 2-man guide. So I don't know. I might go back to making guides for y'all, bro. I don't know. I'm still contemplating it, bro. I might. I'm thinking about it. I might. It depends on how y'all act, bro. I might do the guides for y'all, bro. Let me see. What's up, K-Mod? If y'all enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to hit the like. I appreciate y'all for y'all engagement, y'all interaction, bro. We got Birdo in the chat, bro. W Birdo, man. You've been single-handedly holding the storm community. I appreciate you on my behalf, sir, while I was going for dealing with the dorks, bro. And I salute you for having the mental capacity to deal with the dorks. Because I understand it could be a lot of, like, nonsense. It's very annoying to deal with, bro. Respect, man. Who are some of these toxic people? I want to join their lobbies and troll them. It's not hard to find them. You just got to find their lair. You got to find their lair. You got to go in their lair, man. You got to go find the CEO of the universe. You got to go in the lair, bro. You got to get your robes. You got to get your candles, and then they'll accept you. There's a role play to the whole thing, bro. You got to sneak in, bro. Fucking Oppenheimer is saying God. As a puppet player, I agree with. How do y'all puppet players feel about the grab being nerfed? We told y'all it wasn't supposed to be in the game, and y'all said yes, it is. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Something wrong here.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? K-Moto, I won't lie, I haven't touched my PS5 in a few days. I'm still brainstorming what I want to try on Tokon. You mean the Deadpool gameplay you're gonna give us, right, Berto? Right? Sorry, sweet. Nah, who's your favorite character? Who you gonna play? I play Deadpool, Blade, Spider-Man, and Iron Man, and or Ghost Rider. That's my team right now. What's up, Seda? They were freaking out about that ban list. Dude, I'm telling you, my Twitter has never jumped like that in my life, dude. Even right now, my Twitter is jumping, bro. Every time I refresh this shit, I got new notifications. My shit just never does this, bro. All of this over Storm opinions, bro. That should be jumping, bro. Spark and DP numbers actually help a ban list. You could just blanket ban a DP level, then you only have to ban the 1 or 2 standouts left. That's a fucking good ass idea, Sato. I appreciate that. Should we ever revive this casual space? I will definitely keep that into account. I have not thought of such a thing. That's actually a pretty good comment. Appreciate it. I know we don't always see eye to eye, Sato, but when you do good, when you have good ideas, I will respect, man. That was actually a really good ass idea. If we ever do get back to that, I think that's definitely something to do. I see a puppet player. I'm already turning out mentally. Takes hardest kunais. I don't think they're that bad anymore. That ban list, the player fuck recently started. Ban list is the best. I'm gonna get better. Now they realize Baryon have stupid sub mechanics. Let's see. You've been watching, guys. All right, cool. 6 right then. If anyone uses Jerobo in a casual tournament and they do good, it would be crazy. Berserk uses him. He's the only person I've ever seen a good Jerobo. I've never seen anybody else use him. I don't know how to do hollow steps. It's right in here for you, buddy. The package is right here for you, buddy. I'll check that shit out. Yeah. You been lazy to learn any of that shit? I mean, it's not that hard, bro. I try to break it down in the easiest, consumable way for y'all, bro. All right, let me get back into the comments. Man, they embody yuck. You mean yuck? That's what you mean? Yuck. That's what I read when I read that. In the words of Aaron, nothing's changed. It boils down to putting their lives in a video game. It's weird. The worshiping and delusion of grandeur. All right, Han Solo. Head ass. Our unmatched in the storm community. WVid. Appreciate it, bro. One down, brother. 3 more guides and videos to go. I personally feel like that's a recurring theme in every anime fighter, to be honest. Fools play the same bullshit all day, every day for years on end, and say the game is boring. Like, nigga, if you don't shut that shit, damn!
Shut up.
Damn! Joe, who pissed you off? That boy definitely just fought a puppet player, bro. Damn! He fought the big 3 for the last Naruto. Damn. All right. Nigga, if you would shut up, get off the meta and get off ranked, and maybe you'll actually enjoy the game. But unfortunately, we're in the era of gaming where losers want an ego boosted validation from the other losers. It's really, really sad. That nigga really said.
Shut up.
Hard comment. Super cool, Envy. Super cool, man. That was actually crazy, dude. Super cool. If y'all enjoying the stream so far, don't forget to like, man. I appreciate y'all support. Oh, man. All right, I'm gonna ask y'all your honest opinion. This determines next week's schedule. What character would y'all like to learn that you don't know? What's a really good character in Storm Connections that you would love to learn? I'll do. I'll tell y'all what. If I can give y'all one guide a week, I think I can keep my mental sanity. I'll give y'all one guide a week per character. How's that sound? I keep my mental sanity that way. How's that sound for y'all, bro? Because I still gotta play Avatar, still gotta play all these other different games and stuff, but there's still some of y'all who want to learn. Like Birdo, he still doesn't know some of the advanced stuff, and I think it would actually help some of y'all who make content and just want to play the game, honestly. Birdo a soldier. I see a few channels doing connections. 10 likes, 30 people watching. Come on, bro. Scumbuddy. Come on. Get them likes up. Mr. E, Nechi, and Poised. I don't like Poised, but I like the other 2. I like Nechi and I like E. E is the only EU outside of Sage that I really, really like. And what's his man's name? There's one more. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. I'd have to ask Sage's name. There's one more EU I like. Which is crazy because I love EUs. Me and EUs get along all the time. I think Poised, I don't think he's EU. I don't think Poised EU, so he's not breaking the EU streak. But I typically get along with EUs a lot. I really like EUs. Not too much. The only reason why I don't like Poised is because he put out the Kunai guide, which basically, like, you know, fried the game for like, what, 4 or 5 months. And then basically was like, why is the game this toxic? What's going on? And I'm like, you put the guide out. He set the forest on fire and walked out the forest and said, what's happening? So that's where my bad blood with him comes, along with other stuff too. But I don't strictly dislike him, but I just don't agree with his methods. I don't feel much as puppet player. I can hollow step, not very often, doesn't help much. Unless some yo. What's your opinion, Kaizen, on puppets? Do you really think they're broken or you need to learn a matchup? I think puppets need to be reworked. I think they're broken. I think they're annoying. I don't think anybody enjoys playing puppets. Excuse me. I think the only game that made puppets fun was Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. I think I'm saying it right. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 2. I think puppets were in 2. I think Conqueror was in 2. Anyway, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the only games that made puppets playable. I think they could have completely skipped the whole across the map bullshit and just made your punches into a puppet popping out, like Sasuke's sword does when he spawns his combos with the sword. Like last Sasuke doesn't have a sword on hand. It just he summons it when he slices you, right? So it would be cool if puppets just played like that. Like every normal character, right? You hit circle and then the puppet comes out and then he just fucking bullshit, right? I think the whole standing across the map and just manipulating strings across the map safely is what turns people off. It's boring because now I feel like I'm playing catch, I'm playing fetch, I'm playing tag. It's not fun, dude. If I want to race dudes, I'll hop on Need for Speed, man. I don't want to race you. I want to fight, dude. Honestly, I just need to be patient with puppets. It's not like puppets are unbeatable. I've beaten like some of the best puppet players here. It's just boring. It's not satisfying. There's no itch. There's no itch. I just go when it's over. I'm like, all right, it's not fun. Matter of fact, I need that Shisui Jutsu switching shit to be patched. Shisui, Darui, and what's that big ass Otsutsuki's name, bro? You know exactly which one I'm talking about. Those three need to be patched. Because there's still 3 weirdos running around on ranked, going back and forth, switching between Shisui and Darui, and then the fat Otsutsuki dude. What is his name? Somebody please remind me. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. And they'll just switch back and forth the whole match. Jumping around, switch back and forth so you can't block shit. Just jumping back and forth, bro. It's so annoying. It's super annoying, dude. They definitely got to patch that, dude. Lazy sense no invasion because the unbalanced bullshit. The god Jirobo. Yeah, there's literally only one good Jirobo player that I know. Delta or Koji? I'm taking Koji. I don't like Delta. Don't do this. Don't do this, right? Clearly do it. All right, let's get back at some of these comments. I'm like trying to multitask, going back and forth. I'm gonna play some Storm in a minute. Once I skim through these, bro, it's literally been like this since the Storm Gen days. A few people will know about the Kid Biscuit and Playboy from what I've seen. They're really good at the game and don't have massive egos. Most time it's the same characters you face, same strategy, boring. If you actually like that character, that's fair enough. Shout out to Birdo though, cool guy. I miss the FFF days. Birdo, the fans miss your FFF days. I'm not sure what that is. Five Nights at Freddy's, is that it? What is FFF days? Somebody please and tell me. Birdo, what is this FF? I gotta say this. I've been a part of the community since Storm 3 on Xbox. I was 13 years old. And back then it was pretty toxic. Getting a message about how bad you were and how you should quit the game. It continues to Storm Revolution to S4, but when it comes to Papa Birdo, yes, I do comment saying he complained a lot, of course. I did. I'll say that I just don't believe it matters how you play. They are gonna play how they play. Just think it's wrong to shit on people for a play style. But if they are toxic to you, it's different. If they shit on you in messages, of course, screw them over. But if they just playing you and you're shitting on them for playing a certain way, then that's not really a problem. That's how you play the game. You can't change them, change yourself to beat them. Not everyone wants to use different. I have to read this like this. Characters. If I'm not good enough to beat you, then I'm just not good enough to beat you. Regardless of if it's meta play legit. Everyone has fuck. Everyone has a place. It's like any other game. You have types that are not fun to play against. I do think when it comes to weird players in the community, it will always be there. I've come to take the good and the bad with the community. I was part of it for so long. I didn't enjoy it, but sometimes I did. I ran into chillax players on Xbox, PlayStation, but of course you got egotistical weirdos who take the game serious as fuck and shit on you regardless. It will never change. I just appreciate the good players I met along the way. That made the game fun. Yes, some of the top players were weirdos. We ran into the chill ones. They're good people. Okay, so he's a half glass full type of guy. He's a half glass full type of comment. I'm not even gonna knock it. He's the type of person that had a horrible day and be like, well, I still got to do this. So I guess I respect that. I can't even knock it. At first, I thought this was roleplay. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna give me some. I thought at the end of this slop there was gonna be something crazy that you said, and I was just gonna be like, all right, bro. I thought you were this close to getting a sound effect out of me, but no, this was actually a genuine. You know, I can expect that. I can expect that. I disagree. I think that if a majority of the player base plays in a certain type of way that runs people off the game that they want to be popular, I think that's I think that's kind of reverse of what you want, right? I think that's kind of a delusional thing to do. You know, I think so. But at a certain point, I agree with him. You do have to look at that the half glass full kind of mentality because I myself can agree with that. If it wasn't for Storm, I wouldn't have met Berserk. I wouldn't have met Ruck or GZ. I wouldn't have met Nechi. I wouldn't have met E. I wouldn't have met Sage. There's so many people that I met that I still talk to now that are like family to me that I met just playing the game. So he's right on that aspect. For all jokes aside, no messed up stuff. Like that was a W comment for that. But I do say at a certain level, outside of the also the positive, you gotta look at the problem as well. Because some casuals never get on the game long enough to meet those people because of how the play stars are at the gate. If you load up the game and you fighting a dude switching between Shisui, Darui, and a fat Otsutsuki, you're gonna crash out. And if you finish that game and you get on the next game, you're gonna fight a dude with Hinata, Last Naruto, and Minato spamming, can't you defend, can't you defend, can't you defend, can't you defend? You're gonna be like, all right, bro. You're gonna get off the game. And I feel like there's far too many can't you defend, and people playing weird to the point where some casuals don't get to experience that. There's a lot of people who never get to that point. There's a lot of people, bro. Puppets are a hoe to fight, but trying to use them is hard. I think, yeah. I think some of them are hard. Me personally, the only puppet I know is Sorcery, but puppets are a hoe to fight. I read that. I tried it the other day, but it's like controlling a wet noodle. That's a crazy comparison. I'm trying to think of a game you could like visualize. There's no game like that comes to my mind that's like, okay, you know what? No, I can't even say that. No, never mind. There's really no game I could say that plays like puppets. So I guess shout out to puppets for actually being difficult at a certain level, especially now that you can't dash into grab, which again,
Gosh, something wrong here.
all right, we told y'all that for years. No one else in the game can do that. No one else can dash you and immediately grab you with 0 frame differentiate. No one else can do that. And you guys were like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Everything should be fine."
Shut up.
No. So now that it's patched, I do think that puppets actually do require skill. So I'll give y'all that. Now I can respect y'all puppet players to a degree. But prior to them dash grabs and the resets, nah, G, I was not jacking that, bro. Great seeing Roberto in the Kaiser stream. I'm too old. I'm 27, bro. I'm unk. I'm on 27, bro. I'm not an unk. I'm trying to be delusional. I'm 3 years from 30, bro. I'm trying to be delusional. 24, young and fuck. Shisui and Awesome is another one. I just don't think it makes sense for them to allow infinite switching back and forth when characters like Shisui exist. I agree. But he thinks he's talking about a normal game. I complain because it's the only way for me to vent about shit. I don't and again, his opinion comes from a normal like average player. You guys don't understand it as a content creator. If you actually try to make any type of content for Storm, how actually hard it is. Do you guys know how hard it is for me to make guides for you guys just because the second I hit online, you're fighting Ooga Booga team? And it has nothing to do about skill or the fact I can't just get around it. I literally cannot show y'all half the stuff that I can do because 90% of the time I'm being stun locked by jutsus I can't avoid. I'm being forced to stand there using subs that I have no choice to use, otherwise I'm gonna get hit. And if I do beat somebody, it's like by this close because most of the guys I'm trying to make for y'all are low tier characters. And again, the only people that these people play are nothing but top tiers. There's no differentiation. There's no variety. So coming from a contents perspective, me, Birdo, Nechi, other people who play this stuff, like even Evil might be able to tell you, like, yo, this is actually difficult because if you're doing public rank matches and player matches, it's very hard. Especially for me as a guide character person. For me trying to teach y'all, it's not easy, bro. It's hard. But if you're just doing ranked videos and like just trying to do for entertainment, more like Birdo's Alley, I guess it's a little bit easier, but still you got to deal with the teams and it's just like, bro, I just want to see something different. It kills your drive to play the game because you know exactly what you're going to see the second you push that PlayStation button. The second you hit X and you hit the app and you load into Naruto, you already know what you about to get into, bro. There's no surprises, which is annoying because there's no surprises. A roster with 140 characters and there's no surprises ever, man. It's crazy. All right, let me get back to some of these comments. Excuse me. Jutsu's throws and substitutions need cooldowns. Throws do have cooldowns. I guess you could say Jutsu's could use cooldowns. Giving a throw a cooldown is kind of crazy, though. Even FGCs don't have cooldowns on throws. Your cooldown for a throw is being negative. Your animation has to complete before you can throw again. You can't just throw into throw. That's impossible. So that's a little delusional. Jutsus make sense. Substitutions need greater cooldowns. People know how to sub bank, so good luck with that. Landing attacks should build substitution bars, with each bar having its own cooldown. This would reduce spam and toxic play while making fights more strategic, skill-based, and competitive. I disagree. I think if we gave people substitutions for hitting people, you would get a hyper-aggressive storm connections. Worse than we already have, right? Because most of the people who play this game only play supports that are offensive and defense at the same time, right? So if you ask for something like this and they put it into the game, you are either going to be completely offensive or completely defensive. There's not going to be a middle ground. So don't be surprised if they did something like this and you hop online, you're going to see last Naruto, his son Boruto, and a third support that also does the same thing they both can do every single game. Because now you get subs and you're getting rewarded just for punching. So all they're going to do is give you heavy guard pressure to get their shit back faster. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. We can still grab you if a dash cut can't. So here we go. The Shisui Mitsuki Awesome switch tag needs to be patched. I agree. Just play casual, it's less serious. Somebody tell this fool casual is just ranked without points.
Throughout heaven and
Oops, wrong sound. We have a philosophy on this channel, and it's been proven multiple times. There's no such thing as casual match. If you get on casual match, you're going to fight ranked teams, and you're just not going to get points for it. Do y'all think that I get on ranked for fun? Do you think that I get on stream and play ranked for 3 hours for fun? Because I have a choice? I don't got a choice, neither do you. That's it. So now it's a matter of, do I want to get tortured for points, or do I want to get tortured without points? Do I want to at least get rewarded for beating somebody playing meta, or do I just want to get no reward for it at all?
you should kill yourself.
Yeah. So that's not gonna happen. I don't think casual match changes anything. And this has been proven because I've tried to go to casual match for the gods. Caveman with the club playstyles cooking. What? Caveman with a club playstyles cooking ranked. Yes, sir. Let me see. 1v1 Fox only. What is this comment? I don't even know what this means. Jutsu throws and substitution. I already read that. I disagree. I disagree. Interesting concept, though. Very interesting concept. What do I mean by that? What is he talking about? I want to jerk y'all around, bro. I don't want. You're so. I can't even say nothing to that. Before I dig myself into a bigger hole, I'm not responding to that. The facts were stated. Just a little thing I'm against is where you mentioned that Hikari Uchiha is meta. I disagree. If you try to reach the fourth hit to pull someone up, is going to very rare. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I've played against her and it really happens. I mean, I even trying to main her, but not because, as you say, she's meta. No, I like the character. Her design story, she's really interesting, but her moveset isn't that broken.
Shut up.
Sure, do the same as when you're against Tobirama Kawaki. Make sure to keep moving. Her jutsus don't pick up.
Shut up.
And as I said, even if you try to go for the fourth hit, the vibe most likely will be up when you try to do that. She's a fun character. And just so everyone knows, I don't play meta. Very weird if I do. I mean fun characters. I'm a heavy disagree with that. I'm not saying you are a meta player or anything like that. I'm not saying you're a meta slave, but that's delusional. I'm gonna go ahead, and this is gonna be the one time where I do call bullshit, and I'm gonna say that's a skill gap because every top player or every slot player that I've played so far has 1,000,000% done her neutral combo with me laying on the floor, and it landed every single time. The only time it didn't land is if I called my support out to stop it. 1,000,000% hit me every single time. Every single time, dude. Just remove the auto chakra refill and be good on Jutsu cooldowns. I agree. I think you should hit people and get your chakra back for it. That's it. That's how the old games used to function. Matter of fact, the old games you had to stand still and charge to get your shit back. So I don't know why we don't just have that. I would love having to stand still and just, you know what I'm saying? Let your shit chill, fill back up. We already have it in the game, but they could probably increase the speed of it and then just take away from chakra coming back by itself. But I don't think it should come back by itself. I also think they need to massively nerf supports coming back instantly. That function is so brain dead. So brain dead. The other match, I think it was yesterday, I was playing against people, and this dude was spamming. You guys saw it on stream. This guy was spamming Kabuto, and he spammed it so much that his bar filled up instantly. He just called the man. I almost killed him, and then the support came back instantly because he just filled the bar up. That needs to be taken out the game completely. Just because you fill your bar up does not mean both your cooldowns should automatically just go back up to the full. That is ridiculous. It just incentivizes buffering and spam. They got to take that out the game too. In Generations, you had to sit there and charge your shit after missing it to spam. I agree. I don't run into the same problems on casual. I do. I think it depends on what rank you are. You might fuck around and find legend ranked on casuals. You will. They need to allow supports to take damage again. I agree. I've talked about that before, like the fighter system, where if you hit the support, let's say like 5 times in one match, they can't come back. That would force people to be smart. Okay, if I could spam my jutsu and he hits him, by the end of the match, it might just be me versus 3 people. I might get jumped. So let me think about where to use my supports. Let me use my brain so that I can actually use my support in a smarter manner. But I don't think they're gonna do that, bro. I don't think they're gonna do that, bro. Nerf Tenmari, crazy. Again? All I'm happy about with Nashi is that it ain't like injured. Shit is dumb as hell. I agree. At least it doesn't push you back if you sub it. Nerf poison tags. Nerf speed up. Nerf speed up. I agree. What else we got? Cat ass. Personal gripe: the game doesn't have 200 characters. This game just has over 100 characters.
Shut up.
So, again, this is where people don't pay attention. In the clip where I put, and I exaggerated, I literally put in text that I exaggerated. There was no need for that. There was literally no need for that comment. I literally said I was exaggerating. And I put the exact number, mind you, 140. Most of them are literally the same exact characters with the same exact jutsu in a different slot.
Gosh, something wrong here.
Won't let me use the Boruto version of characters because even their finishing scenes are still from Shippuden. I play teams that make sense lore-wise because OCD. Okay, so you like me for real. But I get frustrated that not only do old versions of characters not exist anymore, I can't even use the new characters because it's just a Shippuden reskin. Everything you said is correct, but the devs did not help at all. The only thing I can agree with on that is Sasuke. I know a lot of people who miss the old, I believe it's 5 Kage Sasuke or War Arc Sasuke. I think it's both. They used to have an old moveset that they changed for no reason. One of the two. One of the two. I think the biggest reason the community sticks to those 10 characters simply because they're better than the rest of the roster. Incorrect. The main problem is that with each addition to the series, the game becomes faster and faster, but the characters stay untouched. For example, look at Jiraiya. He has the exact same moveset ever since his first introduction in Storm 2, and the devs just didn't update it to match the speed and flow of connections. Look at Naruto and then look at Jiraiya. He feels just too bland, boring to play with, both visually and moveset-wise. I 1,000,000% disagree with that. I think Jiraiya has one of the coolest movesets in the game. Look at their Uj's. Jiraiya is just a boring big Rasengan. What do you want him to do? That's all he did in the show. What do you want him to do? That man wants the old Ultimate Ninja Ultimates. He want that man to fly 50 feet from the sky and drop lava on that boy. Sir, we didn't get in those. He want to see the fire style Rasengan. I mean, I agree with that point. I think they should have been more creative, but I don't think they do it because they're better. I think they do it because they're not better, right? The player base itself is not better. Ranked and Storm Con should have made maps random and matchmaking in character bands. Yes, remove the bullshit preset teams before creaming, and like Storm 4 where you can choose characters and match from the level terms that ban 3 characters. Am I retarded? When could you ban characters? When could we ban characters? When could we ban characters on Storm 4? Whoa there. Whoa there. Am I in another timeline? Bro, I do not remember banning characters. What? Ranked and should have made maps random and matchmaking character bands. Yes, remove the bullshit preset teams before queuing and make it like Storm 4, where you chose characters after matching and allow both characters to ban 3 characters. Do y'all remember that? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember that, bro. I don't remember that shit. Do y'all remember that? I don't remember that. That's this man. You got the Mandela effect, brother. Who remembers motherfuckers Instant Awakening running to the village destroyed map of Minato? I remember that. I remember. That's GZ's favorite tech, bro. I remember that. Storm 3 was nightmare. If you know, you know. Let me ask y'all opinion about tilts. What do y'all think about tilts? I know a lot of people have mixed opinion about tilts, whether or not it should and shouldn't be in the game. What y'all think, bro? Y'all think tilts should be put back in the game? I personally think tilts are fine out the game. I'm perfectly fine without tilts. A lot of people miss tilts. Itachi's tilt. God. I don't think tilts are necessary. What do y'all think though? Jiraiya is painfully slow. If I get on here right now and prove you wrong, I want $10 today. Nah, his frames are slow, but the character itself is not slow. It depends on how you use him. His frames are slow, but I don't think he's slow. I think if you're fast enough with your inputs, he can be just as fast as some characters. Honestly, that's my 2 cents. You guys saw me. I mean, I don't know if you saw me. I'm speaking in a broader term, but y'all saw me stream yesterday with him, and I was moving like Sonic, bro. I was moving like the Honored One. I don't know, man. Play Nanashi. Just play Nanashi. No one's gonna stop you, bro. Why do you care about public opinion, bro? Let me explain something to y'all, bro. When I make these streams and I make these videos, it is not to discourage you from playing who you want and how you want. I'm literally just telling you my experiences and how I absorb the information that I go through on a regular basis. Just because I don't like how toxic people play with Nanashi don't mean you should be playing the character, bro. If you like the character, don't let nobody tell you not to play a character. You got freedom of will for a reason. I don't like the way dorks play with her, but if you like the characters, I like Shikamaru. And I remember when they buffed him and they made him basically one of the best supports in the game, I stopped playing him because I felt like I stopped standing out. I hate picking characters that everybody picks. I hate it. So I had to let go of my main for a brief period of time, but that don't mean if it's your favorite character, you should stop playing him. I still played him every once in a while. It's still my GOAT. Banning characters is a bad idea because that would cook the matchmaking. In what way, Berto? What do you mean? Like, you mean like the game servers or like the engagement? Like who gets banned constantly? What do you think? I do not remember like ban lists at all, dude. There was never any banning. Like what? You missed tilts? Tachi tilt. Optimus Prime. Who's Optimus Prime? My algorithm really showing me that you streaming. No way. What's up, Clockwork? Is that a Danny Phantom reference? You don't miss tilts, bro. You got Yu-Gi-Oh! PTSD. I don't miss tilt at all. I think Itachi's tilt was cool, but the usage behind it was so toxic, bro. Dudes would get low on subs and just farming that shit, running around. You're not wrong at all. Unfortunately, it's like that. And I love Storm. My main team is Sasuke, Obito, and Naruto. And sometimes use stronger characters to give them a taste of their own medicine because I get tired of it. Type shit. Shinobi Strikers is worse. So let me. So you had people sneaking in Discords and on Shinobi Strikers. You had grown men doxing each other with screenshots, locations, addresses, and all that. You had people sneaking in Discords and places. I don't think you did, bro. We went through a lot. I know Nechi, bro. I know. Shout out to Nechi, bro. We're gonna do a a little video telling y'all about that Discord incident I was telling y'all about somebody sneaking into the casual space being weird. Now, for real, I literally made a post with a screenshot of this guy being toxic. I was thinking about getting the game because of sale on PlayStation. So I was watching tutorials. Then went to see if I had any recent videos. And damn, now I'm not sure if I should get it or not. Damn. They will also use cheats. Yep. Storm should be competitive. Maybe try twos. 2-mans would be cool. I used to watch top players because I think their gameplay is interesting in the pub Discord. And those guys are really nice. When I've talked or interacted with them, I don't see the problem here. I feel more toxic gets for me is when I'm casually playing. You haven't been to the abyss. Like that boy Batman said to the Batgirl on the rooftops. You haven't been to the other side. You haven't been to the edge. it's still just a game to you, Barbara. You haven't been to the limit, the point where you don't care anymore. I'm telling you, bro, it gets nasty, bro. It gets nasty. It gets nasty. It gets bad, bro. You might not have experienced it, and I hope you don't experience it. It gets nasty, bro. You play PTS Naruto and he's meta? Incorrect. I play the roster. Incorrect. Have I played PTS Naruto? Yes, I have played PTS Naruto. But I play everybody, so I guess that means everybody's meta. I play the entire roster. But I do miss cool tilts like y'all remember Kakashi's Kamui? That shit was fire, bro. I miss that because there was times when I had dudes on like this much health and we were both low health and I would just Kamui and it would kill them, dude. It was so cool. Shikamaru's a go to support always, but I read that. If Nanashi Jutsu hit off the ground, she would be the best character in the game. Honest to God. But she doesn't need her Jutsu to hit off the ground because her neutral combo does that already, which is crazy to me, bro. Like, if the game had a ban system, the matchmaking would have had a harder time finding players for you. I think what he's saying, though, is like, what if you ban characters while you're already in a match? Like, let's say you match up with another player, you guys both ready up, then you ban characters versus having a pre-ban list and then you do matchmaking. Because if we had it our way and we had a pre-ban list matchmaking, we would never get a match because these meta slop dudes will never get off them characters. Every banned character we have, they would be struggling to pick. Like, you would never get a match waiting 30 minutes because everybody got to play an OP support. You would never get a match. So I think he's talking more like the Marvel Rivals matchmaking, where you like get the match and then you loading up, y'all about to pick characters, and then both of y'all kind of pick. Rainbow Six has the same system as well. Rainbow Six Siege. On ranked, they do the exact same system where you ready up, they put you in the lobby, you about to go into the phase, and then you got like 60 seconds. Each player can ban. And then whoever has the most requested bans, they're the ones that get banned. So I think that system could be pretty cool. I'll never drop my go to Tachi, but can your go to Tachi drop you though? It's a question. Can Itachi drop you though? I feel this will be the last Naruto Storm. If they have the opportunity to farm more, they're probably gonna farm more. I'm Optimus Prime. What's up, Optimus? You like jazz? That's a double conundrum. I hope you say yes. No one would want to play if your most used character were the meta that gets banned. Yeah, I agree. No, it's a Sly Cooper reference. Dead. Berto, someone in here the other day said Han was cool. Did you convert them? Yeah, we had a Han Glazer, Berto. You got a cult, bro. They was like, oh, Han is goated, man. Play him. I was like, I don't play Han. He's a weird character. And they was like, Berto plays him. He's pretty cool. And I was like, they got him. If you want to play real matches against people, just set up a Discord community. You tried that. That doesn't work. Your tutorials is why I know so much more. Hey, man. I'm glad it's working for y'all, bro. The key to this is sending everyone's message to the quest and turning notifications. Once you need to go to Discord to play in the game, it's raps. I agree. I agree. I agree. But that doesn't work either, though. That shit don't work either. I do feel like rank needs variety, though. Like, it's the same 15 characters. Orochimaru's a really good character. No one's sleeping on that, man. He's sleeping with people. What happened to that connections mode they had where you get mad strong for a short period of time? That was a limited time event. I think they were doing that just to promote like the patch or something like that. That was a temporary mode. They haven't done that in a while though. You run Boro, Shiki, Six Paths, Naruto, and Shikamaru, so you're toxic then. When I get some serious hate in DMs, I'm low ranked. It's like, bro, I'm not even using meta. Why are you mad? Boro Shiki is meta. Six Paths Naruto is considered meta in some places. Shikamaru is not that bad. The only reason you're getting hate mail like that is because all three of them supports will save you no matter what you're doing. So people are gonna automatically just call you a closet hiding dork for using behind supports and shit. It's gonna happen. It was a cool addition. I think it was a cool addition. The thing that makes me mad the most is when you do a jutsu most often in Ultimate. It makes no sense. How do I join the casual Discord? I want to get back in here, huh? I got you. Oracle, Mist, or any mod, can you drop a link for these good people? Just do me a favor and circulate the link every like 5 minutes. If anybody does want to get in the casual Discord and just play for fun, we play in there all the time, honestly. If you want a nice space where you don't have to worry about weirdos and just play for fun, here you go. This is for you. You guys can be free. Guys can be free, man. I'm gonna drop it in here for y'all. Where is it? Ooh. Invite. Wrong place. Oh, there we go. I don't know why the comments tab be doing that. My shit is glitched. Full of weakest members of
Throughout heaven.
the Storm community is full of the weakest members of society. That boy said that like light. It'd be the guys who think they're goated who are the most toxic and disrespectful. The highest tier players are chill and competitive. It's those guys sticking to the Chunin Ambu who legit bad people. Nah, bro, you have not been to the other side, bro. Give me 1 second, y'all. Use the restroom. I'm doing a pee-pee dance. All right, so I was holding that shit in for a minute. I'm like, oh, I got this. All right, I'm back. We them shits. Shit like that makes the game interesting. You know what I would have loved what they would do? Like kind of My Hero Ultra Rumble kind of did in the past. I would love for them to do a mode that is like theme based, like an Uchiha only mode or a Uzumaki only mode or a Curse Mark user only mode. You know, Hidden Leaf Ninja only mode. Something like that would be kind of cool, bro. That would be fun. I think that would be one of the coolest things they could probably do. And just circulate it, honestly. You gotta fuck with Mr. E. He hosts tournaments. I already fuck with E. See? Me and E are friends. See? Me and E are friends. Just talk today. It's a nice guy. But no, the only reason why I don't be tapping in with E like that, one is he's EU. Majority of the people in his stuff is usually EU. I don't know how many of you guys played like EU versus NA. It's not fun, dude. You're not gonna have a good time. The lag is too much. It's not fun. And a lot of them are really good. So if I'm gonna be playing against some of these really good players, I need to have my shit on blue bar, bro. I cannot be playing in horrible frames, dude. Uh, when's the storm thumbnail? When the spy thumbnail? That's out on Friday. The game is exploit heavy and based on abusing character gimmicks, combo, cheese, skill spam. Majority of players, especially on PlayStation, are teens and young adults whose play styles are copied and pasted from watching tech videos on TikTok and YouTube. Because the reason most people win is because of bogus stuff, like just being shown in the video, switch out more bogus stuff. Revenge counter, light smash. There's too many gimmicks in this game, and the community is 70% the reason this game is so enjoyable. 30% have vote because they don't care. I mean, would you care if would y'all care, bro? Would y'all care? If you got on the game, it was just slot players. Would you care, bro? I wouldn't care. Instead of Dan's, they could do seasons where certain characters are banned. That would be fire too. That'd be fire too. Or Shiki players are wanting to spam the big ass Rasengan he does. We can be free. That boy start pointing across the water like Aaron. Oh my god. Yes. You can be free in their Discord. Sasuke Ultimate Uchiha Storm Connections. Yo, Birdo, I got a thumbnail for that. I deadass made a thumbnail for that. On my old on my original YouTube channel when I used to stream Storm, I deadass made a title and thumbnail called Sasuke Storm Connections. I kid you not. On my life. That's actually funny. Where the fuck is... There we go. I don't think I still have... That was like 5 years ago, dude. It was a while ago. Naruto. I do not. I'm gonna scroll through my shit real quick. That was a... Yeah, I don't have it. That was way too long ago. But anyway, yeah, I had a Sasuke Storm Connection. That shit was actually funny. Ishiki is broken. I do, in fact, just spam the big ass Rasengan Papa Brittle. It's kind of clutch. Optimus Prime is definitely shameless. You just came out and told us, huh? You just came out and told us what type of man you are, huh? What's everybody's ranking connections? I have to check actually. Right after this. I do not remember. I used to be top 50 on Xbox and I stopped playing for a while. Here we go. Stream got a stronger delay than the laggy bums I play. Listen, man. It's literally because I'm streaming on Twitch and this. Because for some reason, when I stream on Twitter and YouTube, this shit just eats up my bandwidth. If this was mobile game gotcha, we'd be getting all that cool shit. Probably. Some community just ruins my enjoyment of Storm. They just don't want you to enjoy the game the way you want. No one is allowed to play old characters. No one wants to play like that at all dang time. How do I... Straight. I'd have to restart for no lag. Here's what I'll do. When I start the Storm Connections gameplay bar, I'll restart. It might be too fine. I don't know how the gameplay's gonna look. We're almost done with the comments though here. We skimmed through most of these. Storm Connections plays differently. Must have missed it. I'm going to hop one and down like a frog. Meta regards to character choice. They're finding a music character's broken band's character. Naruto has never been a real competitive game. Only games that pick the same 3 characters. I don't know. What the fuck do you mean by role play? Shouldn't that mean they play off meta the show? Are they role playing against strong community instead of less than 1 catered players? Certain community just ruins. I read that. Your opinion is so delusional. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't play Storm at all anymore since like 6 years. But this is the most delusional video I have ever seen. It's like you cry because someone insulted you in a Discord VC. What is this?
Shut up.
You cry because people abuse characters and now? Who cares? Everyone in a shitty fighting game does that. Your argument is the game is not completely supported. Bro, just stop at all your argumentative and logic makes no sense at all. Just because you think the game beats tournaments and big community doesn't mean people want to win for themselves, and that's how competition comes. But you obviously have no idea about that.
Shut up.
You goofy. This is a comment that watched like 3 seconds of the video and didn't watch the rest. It's clearly about more than that. It's clearly more about. I knew some idiot was gonna comment this. How are you going to talk about people using the same characters, but your gameplay using the same 2 meta characters? And Naruto is part of the problem. Right, so I stream. Right? The whole roster. I was editing the video and I was looking at my gameplay and I was like, watch some idiot be like, oh, you got meta on your team right now. You're using 2 of the characters you just talked about. Like, dude. This community is nothing toxic. Okay. It's worse than next boss. I personally feel like this is a recurring theme in every arena fighter. Play the same all day for years and then exploring like I think I read that one. All right, y'all. So that's pretty much all of them. W comments. I think now the vid's at like 2K. Yeah, that's probably borderline 2K. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. I got it. All right, y'all. Let's see how the Storm Connections gameplay looks. So that was all the comments. Let's check out some of the Twitter comments I got, and then we're gonna get into the gameplay. I'm gonna show y'all some real tech, man. Hey. Hey. This is what you call a hater. Doesn't understand that trying your best to win is also a variation of having fun as well. Trying your best to win. Imagine your entire existence being centered around trying your best to win.
Shut up.
On a dead game that nobody cares about. I'm doing this for your mental health as well, sir. If your genuine goal in life is nothing more than having fun by trying your hardest on a dead game, I'm streaming, move. If your ideology of having a fun game is just you streaming, fucking got me off track here, dude. Anyway, what I was saying is, if you're trying your best to win, and that's your entire like process of doing this, then you might have to get some help, dude. You might have to get some help. And again, it just shows Connor you didn't. Well, I don't think he watched the video. I think he just watched my Twitter clip and was like, "Oh, some people have fun doing this." If you have fun being toxic, then I guess, bro. If you have fun being toxic, I guess, bro. If you need, and you guys saw me go through this yesterday, if you need to sit there and awaken every match, and you're playing 2 supports that you can hide behind to break the game, potentially crash the game, all for the sake of a win. If that's your definition of fun, go, man, go. But the problem is, it's not about fun for you guys, and this has been proven multiple times. It's all about ego. It's about you being right and somebody else being wrong because you got a win screen. So
Throughout heaven and earth,
it's about this mentality right here.
I alone am the honored one.
You guys got that honorable mentality, but it don't apply to real life, bro. That's what it's about. It's not hating. It's about looking at the overall health of a video game, man. So, W comment, dude. W, man. All right, y'all. I'll start an open lobby if you want. I'll start up an open lobby if you want. I don't think I got any more crazy comments. Just Star opening up his opinion. All right, y'all. Let's go. Y'all might have to restart y'all stream, bro. Just literally refresh the app so that you don't have the delay and you can see me play live. I'm gonna try one ranked match and see how it looks. If the match don't look good on stream, I'm gonna watch it myself. If it don't look good, then I'm gonna just literally hit the restart button. You ain't gotta do shit but hit the refresh page, and then the stream will be back up. I'm gonna just take off the Twitter side of it so it don't lag. Let's go. Ain't nothing more than fun than fighting Sasuke's for the eternity of your section until you get off. Sasuke is definitely the most popular character, but I will say I feel like Sasuke is one of the most popular characters because of how fluent he feels. He does not feel fluent. He does not feel as fluent as a lot of these characters at all. Shikamaru don't hit as smooth as Sasuke, bro. He just smooth like butter, bro. Can you really get mad at a Sasuke user, bro? Can you?
What a drag.
Wish me luck, y'all. I got this. I got this. Favorite support. Hold up. Sorry, Shika. I thought this was my Jiraiya team. I wanted my Jiraiya team, bro. I wanted to show y'all that y'all were LARPing, man. Not slow. That's the hit. Damn. Naruto. That's still hit me. This nigga. Oh! We'll see. That's a lot of damage.